the scope of all this. We catch all this.
You like your joint too close.
Well, you know, you got to, get the full grasp of it.
That's why I haven't seen one video yet. I don't want to see another nigga's girl too close.
I understand, but it's like the message.
See, Gerald Muhammad, people just at least 8-10 feet back.
Because they got a super dope camera.
No, they got the same camera as us.
Not in Philly.
In New York?
Yeah, in New York.
What they got in Philly? They got some flash.
They got like a full camcorder.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You don't even need that nowadays.
Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah to all my brothers, Yahweh Shemar Ilathah Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shah to all my sisters. This is the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of General Yohana. And what we do, we teach the Black, Hispanic, and Native people that they are God's true and only chosen people. And with being God's only and true chosen people comes with responsibility. And that responsibility is to love them, is to follow the law, statutes, and commandments which He gave us. And what those law, statutes, and commandments do is teach us how to govern each other and love each other. You know what I'm saying? Teach us how to put each other first. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get on a very popular law that is being broken today. You know what I'm saying? On a daily basis. Willingly or unwillingly, knowingly or unknowingly, people are breaking this law constantly. And this is the time of year where people show it the most, when they are breaking this law. You know what I'm saying? And this law is about idol worship. You know what I'm saying? That's what these holidays really are all about, is idol worship. And with idol worship, we are provoking the Most High to anger. You know what I'm saying? We are provoking the Most High to wrath. We are getting on the bad side of the Most High. We are getting on the bad side of God. So when you end up, you know what I'm saying, catching all types of diseases, getting sick out of the blue, getting beat up, jumped, or teased, bullied, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you're going through is because you are not following the laws of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get to it, but first I'm going to open up the class to any questions. If there are any questions, you can type them in. We will get to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get my share on real quick also. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to, Slide, hold on, let me attend. Salami, sir. After class, can you remind me to hit up the goal? The water. So I'm about to, do some sharing real quick. If you have any questions, type them in. You know what I'm saying? We can see your questions typed up. So if any questions hit you, you know what I'm saying? It's good that you ask them instead of letting them linger on your conscience. Because if you let them linger on your conscience, it's going to start destroying you slowly. You're going to start believing that it's okay to love everybody. You know what I'm saying? You're going to start believing that, you know what I'm saying, Christ died for everybody. You're going to start believing that, you know what I'm saying, that we all can be saved. You know what I'm saying? That Christ was born through immaculate conception. You're going to believe all that nonsense and garbage because you were too scared to ask a question. And being too scared to ask a question is going to lead you in the back of a church somewhere with rod down your throat. You know what I'm saying? But if you got any questions, type them in. You know what I'm saying? Don't let those questions linger on your mind. What's going on? How do you things going through? Hold on. Let me check this dashboard real quick. We might be having some technical difficulties.
Bugging.
Still still sending data to everything, so we ain't even go live yet. We press this button like the internet's real slow in building lately, man.
And they do that on purpose. After 7, they're like, you know what? Monday through Wednesday, let's shut it down.
I'm about to switch it up.
That ain't slick.
Hold on, we might be getting somewhere now. Yep, we getting somewhere. We getting somewhere. All right, here we go. See, what the good thing about this is we're just going to end up having like a 5-minute delay on the stream.
Yeah? So
Yeah, that's what happens and stuff like this. Like it's streaming, but it's going to be like a 5 just now being picked up on the channels. Except for YouTube Rhode Island. I got to see what's up with that. I still can't figure it out. I tried mad things. All right, Salaki, sir, can you get Jeremiah 10:2? I told you I'm going to burn this scripture into y'all head throughout this month. This scripture is going to be in every class that I teach for this month. Get it burned into y'all head.
So Jeremiah 10:2.
Count out of one kind. Oh, I never sent you those joints from yesterday, did I?
Nah.
Let me do that now.
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Do what?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen. This is the Lord telling us not to learn the way of the heathen. What are some of the ways of the heathen? The ways of heathen are their practices, their customs, the things they do. You know what I'm saying? Eating the things they eat, drinking the things they drink. You know what I'm saying? Dancing the way they dance. You know what I'm saying? Celebrating the way they celebrate. Those are their customs. You know what I'm saying? Salakia, for quick measure, just for quick education, real quick, Baba Shah, sir. If you can you get search up the word custom? So we can get a full understanding of what these customs are. You know what I'm saying?
You want it on the Merriam?
I don't want con. Oh, wow. That's wrong.
Custom in the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Definition 1, A usage or practice common to many or to a particular place.
These are uses or practices common to a particular people or place. You know what I'm saying? It's common. It's something that they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, dreadlocks. They are a common practice to celebrate their god in India. That is their practice they had thousands and thousands of years ago. Dreadlocks are their thing, not ours. That is their practice. That is their custom. Can you read the next definition, Bob Kishaw?
That's right. Let me finish this one.
Slocking.
Common to many or to a particular place or class or habitual with an individual.
Or habitual within an individual. Like, you can have your own personal customs. Like, some cats, eat breakfast before they brush their teeth. That's his custom. You know what I'm saying? Customs vary from individual to what's the name. But we are told not to follow the customs and the ways of the heathen. You know what I'm saying? The customs and the ways of the heathen. What are some of these customs and ways of these heathen? What are some of these practices that they do habitually, you know what I'm saying, amongst their own people that we chose to take on for ourselves? What are some of these practices? Salaki. Let me tell you what some of these practices are. Some of these practices are, you know what I'm saying, some of these practices are like eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. That wasn't something that we were told to do. That goes against our custom. That's their custom. You know what I'm saying? What else is another custom? Forced monogamy. Forced monogamy is a custom of the heathen. That is not a custom of our people. In fact, the majority of the world don't force monogamy on nobody except for a certain group of people. You know what I'm saying? What's another custom? Another custom is this holiday that's coming up called Christmas. That is a custom and way of heathens. That is a practice of people that is not of ours. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get into it and prove it too. You know what I'm saying? May you continue with the verse, Baba Kushal, sir?
For the verse. And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. We should not be dismayed at the signs of heaven. We should not be dismayed at the simple things that God meant to have doing what it does. That's what they do. They are out there making horoscopes and zodiac signs out of, things that, being amazed at shooting stars. That's not what we're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we're supposed to do. But may you continue, Baba Kushal, sir?
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
For the what?
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
They are dismayed at them. Continue.
Verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain.
For the custom of the people are vain. Their customs are vain. For example, what is the real purpose? What is the real benefit of Christmas? What is the real benefit of Christmas for our people? What is the real benefit of Christmas for you as an individual? It is vain. It is pointless. It does not benefit you as a nation. It does not benefit your status between you and the Most High. It is a vain practice. It is pointless. You know what I'm saying? It is absolutely pointless. You know what I'm saying? May you continue that, Baba Kushal, sir?
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
For one cuts a tree out of the forest. Continue.
The work of the hands of the workman.
The work of the hand with the workman. Continue.
With the axe.
With the axe. This person has an axe. This is what he does for a living. He cuts the tree out of the forest. You know what I'm saying? What practice can you think of that is associated with trees? You know what I'm saying? Remember, this is the book of Jeremiah. This is way before Christ was born. This is the book of Jeremiah. So this is going to shut down the fact that people think Christmas is about Christ when they were cutting down trees back in the days of Jeremiah. Jeremiah is what, Babylonian times?
Right before they went to Babylon.
Oh, even before the Babylonian
under
times.
Nebuchadnezzar.
Wow. That's how old this is. You know what I'm saying? But they were cutting down trees with an axe back then. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, through technology, we don't have to go out there personally and cut the tree down with an axe. We go to some dude who had a machine who cut down multiple trees with this buzzsaw. You know what I'm saying?
God.
But it's the same practice, same custom, same method. You know what I'm saying? May I continue with that?
They deck it with silver and with gold.
Oh man, they even decorate the tree. Who decorates a tree? What is the purpose of decorating a tree? The tree wasn't doing nothing to nobody. It was chilling where it was at, sucking up all the carbon dioxide, giving us oxygen, and you decide to cut it down. It was feeding birds, giving us shelter, and you decide to cut it down, and you decide to deck it with silver and gold. What does that remind you of? What does that remind you of? What does decorating a tree with silver and gold remind you of? All types of silver and gold ornaments, silver and gold tinsel. What does that remind you of?
Like if we're blessing the tree?
Like what?
If we're blessing the tree.
Blessing the tree? I don't know. There's some Catholic stuff. Do y'all actually bless the tree? In Catholicism?
I know you sing in front of it.
Wow.
So that's a form of worship.
That is definitely a form of worship. If y'all blessing an inanimate object, that is kind of crazy. I never knew people even did that. It's a lot. But sis, I don't know if it's a blessing of the tree, but put it like this: when you're decking it with silver and gold, it should remind you of when they during Christmas, when they put those silver and gold strings up on the tree, deck it with those silver and gold and red balls and all that, ornaments and stuff. They were decorating trees way before Christ was born. You know what I'm saying? So the Christmas tree been around before Christ was around. So how's it a Christmas tree? It's been around before Christ was. It should not be called a Christmas tree. From now on, we're going to call it Esau's tree. Not Christmas tree. Esau tree. All right? But back in Jeremiah's time, they were cutting down trees, decking it with silver and gold. May you continue, Bible Kushal, sir?
They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
They fastened it with nails and with hammers. They got to the bottom of it. They put these like 2 pieces of wood to make sure that it's able to stay flat and balanced. That's what they did to the trees back then. Nowadays, we don't have to worry about this. We got this little pot that holds water, that got legs. We screw in the legs into the side of the tree, and the tree has balance.
It's still fastened with nails, right, on the side?
It's like nails and screws, yeah.
It's screws,
yeah,
right?
It's still fastened. You know what I'm saying?
You're not using the hammers.
Yeah, you're just not using the hammers. You don't need to nowadays, because technology is still the same custom.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Some people actually still do use the hammer and nail technique. You know what I'm saying? They get the 2 little slates of wood, cross them up, bang them into the tree. Now the tree's nice and balanced. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing this since the time of Jeremiah. This is nothing new. So explain to me how this is about Christ's birth. How is this about Christ's birth? See, your Christian pastor been lying to you forever. He been helping you sin against the Most High, provoking you to go against the Most High, and you've been allowing it. What's up, sis?
Well, my pastor said that Christmas is a day where, Jesus is born.
Well, that's not true, because we just proved that the Christmas tree been around before Christ. And let me tell you something. It's not our custom to even celebrate our birthdays. Not one Israelite, including Christ, celebrated his birthday. You know what I'm saying? Nobody celebrated his birthday except for the heathens in the Bible. The Pharaoh, and it was a Roman general. Which general was it?
You talking about you're talking about John the Baptist. What's his name?
Yeah, it's one of those Romans. Kind of. They celebrated their birthdays. We did not celebrate our birthdays. So why would Christ be happy with you breaking the Lord's law just to celebrate his birthday, which he never celebrated himself? If somebody could show me where Christ was blowing up balloons for his birthday, you know what I'm saying? Then I'll have only one argument left for Christmas. Like, okay, now when is his birthday? They can't even prove that his birthday is December 25th. They can't even prove that. Never mind the fact that he didn't celebrate it himself. Christ didn't even want to be worshipped himself. Christ didn't want to be worshipped. Christ wanted us to obey and follow the laws of the Lord. That's what Christ wanted. And we can't even do that properly. You know why? Because of these Christian pastors. Because of the Christian pastor and his father, which is the devil.
Evil as hell.
Kind. You know what I'm saying? But any more on that?
They are upright as the palm tree.
They stood up straight after they fastened it with hammers and nails. You know what I'm saying? They stood up straight. Continue with that, Baba Kushar, sir.
But speak not.
Continue.
They must needs be born, because they cannot go.
Check it out. That tree has no animation to it. It can't speak. It can't go nowhere. It can't move. You know what I'm saying? It can't do good. It can't do evil. It can't do none of that. Oh, Slock, I'm jumping ahead. Continue.
Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. Neither also is it in them to do good.
They can't do evil, and it's not even in them to do good. It's a tree. And you're going to gather around it every year, have your kids bow down in front of it, opening gifts. Like you said, this brother says some cats sing to it. You know what I'm saying? Cats be gathered around singing to the tree, like the tree's going to harmonize back with it. Like y'all about to form a group.
Yeah, but you see that all the time, even when you go to in public places.
Oh, kind of.
Where they all gather around the tree and they start singing and get into a seance and
seance.
You know what I mean?
Like they're definitely doing that in down Crossing, probably right now. They got the carolers out.
They got
Christmas
a song.
carolers.
They got a particular song for it.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna.
What's
sing
it called?
I ain't gonna. No, we ain't gonna sing it.
No, but I
I
want
just say the title, "Old Christmas Tree."
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh.
Yeah, what devil came up with that song?
Yeah, it had to be a devil to come up with talking about some old Christmas tree. Like really. That's like a brother who made a song, "Oh Susanna."
Oh, Susanna.
You know what I'm saying? Like only a Edomite would make a song in such harmony, singing about his love for a tree.
Yeah, in the song, Salaki interrupted. In the song, it says, the real and true meaning of Christmas, the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. That's in the song.
That's in the song.
So now, imagine you as a child in public school, growing up,
Forced to sing this.
and you see it in like the cartoons, Peanuts back in the days, when they're singing the song. That's what's branded in your mind.
Yep. Putting dirt in your brain. You know what I'm saying? That's why you need to get brainwashed. Because all this filth and dirt that they put in your brain talking about that's the birth of Christ, and they can't prove that. Celebrating the birth of your Lord. Can you prove it? No, they cannot. They cannot. And no matter what part of the world you're in, you know what I'm saying? They cannot prove that Christ was born on December 25th. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what language you speak, nothing. You can't prove it. You know what I'm saying? But Salaki. So let's drop that. Let's get Salaki. Let's get Deuteronomy 28:28. And y'all see the insanity that comes with this. You're cutting down a tree, you're dressing it all up, trying to get, the tree looks flyer than you. The tree's rocking more silver and gold than you do. The tree's mad flies all up in your house. There is no purpose to a tree being inside of a house. Why is a tree in your house? And then you wonder why there's squirrels running around your house, because you did check the tree, you just took the tree down, dragged it in your house. Squirrels don't even know what's going on. The squirrel's like, yo, this is not where I was. Now the squirrel got to scratch somebody's eyes out.
Deuteronomy 28.
28 and 28, sir.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
The Lord shall smite thee with madness. We are absolutely insane out here following the customs of our enemies. It is absolutely madness to follow the customs of our enemies. Look at it. It said their customs are vain. And we do it year after year after year after year. You know what I'm saying? And to prove that we're smitten with madness, what is the intention of what is the intention or the excuse why our people celebrate these holidays? What's the most common excuse they give you to celebrate these holidays?
The first one would be for the kids.
And what would be the second one, which is similar to it?
To celebrate the holidays.
Yeah.
For the kids and Jesus' birth.
Oh, for family to come together.
For family to come together.
For family to come together so we can love each other. And that's their purpose. But let me show you the insanity around it. Your family comes together on this day. Nothing but fights and arguments and jealousy happens. And their family still doesn't be together for the rest of the year. Except for until Thanksgiving and all that comes around. And y'all put the same practices in every year in hopes that the family could come together and be one unit, have a beautiful time, and it never happens. And y'all keep on repeating the same steps, and it never happens. And guess what that's called? Guess what that's called? What is the definition of insanity?
You repeat things.
Repeating the same thing, expecting a different result. Yeah. You are expecting that, hey, maybe this is the year that our family will act right. Maybe this is the year that daddy will come and, do this. Maybe this is the year that mommy will come and do this. Maybe this is the year. No. We are literally going insane following their customs. You know what I'm saying? It's literally insanity. And the Most High smitten us with it because of our own lust. Since we were so lustful, and we were so lustful to follow the ways of heathens, that's why we are smitten with madness. That's why we are going insane, doing Christmas, hoping that the family could act right this year for the babies. The babies need to see the family together. The babies never get to see the family together. The babies, guess what? They say they want the babies feeling left out. Guess what? The kids are going to go to school, guess what? They're still going to feel left out. You know why? Because you ain't get them everything they wanted.
Hey guys.
Yes.
I don't believe in Jesus Christ. I need a scripture for a friend. He's living with somebody who's like demonized, so
yeah, well, this is.
can you just give me a scripture for this guy?
Nah, this is not the appropriate time for that right now.
Okay, that's cool.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
cool.
This is a private,
Because we're recording.
Yeah,
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
All right, okay, let me see what's wrong with this. All right, and where were we at? Salaki, y'all. He wasn't in camera view. He wasn't in camera view. But Salaki, y'all, for that class interruption. We're in a public area, and the Edomite wanted us to give him a scripture for some demonized. They all demons. All of them are possessed. But Salaki. You know what I'm saying? For that class interruption. I'm starting to notice I'm a little sharp with the tongue, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little smooth with it, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to cuss him out. I had to hold it back a bit. It's not the appropriate time. It's Salakia. Can you bring that verse back from the top, Baba Shaw, sir?
Salakia, for the interruption. Threw me off. I'm confused.
Right. It definitely gonna come through. You know, just like that.
If I may, that is a sign of the kingdom right there.
Okay.
The reason why I say that is because heathens are going to come to us for answers.
Just like that heathen went to Christ begging for a child to be fed. He did the same thing.
That's right. He wanted a crumb.
Yeah, he wanted that crumb, but it's not my crumb to give out. Sorry. Well, we got to move a little wise. You know what I'm saying? We can't do what was in my heart to do. We got to move a little wiser. Because the simple fact is, we're not on our home turf. That's why we need a building.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
And the Lord shall what?
With madness.
See, you following this Christmas every year hoping for something to happen with your family, You are smitten with madness. Continue, Baba Kasha.
And with blindness.
And with blindness, you are blind to the madness that you're going through. You don't even think what you're doing is bad. You don't think nothing wrong with celebrating Christmas. And no matter what, I could show you everything throughout the scriptures how it's wrong, and you still going to celebrate it. You are smitten with madness and you are blind to it. You are absolutely blind to it. You are blind to the ways how you are actually celebrating other gods by celebrating Christmas. You know what I'm saying? You are celebrating other gods by involving yourself with Christmas. And I'm pretty sure this brother's going to bring it out on Monday class, so stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? But just know that much, that with you celebrating other gods, you are provoking the Most High's wrath. You are provoking his jealousy. And we're going to get into that a little more. You know what I'm saying?
So, like, if I may, that prior to what you just said, a little interruption. I thought that was going to lead to a boot kiss. First boot kiss in class. But.
In this library? That would be fire.
Can you read it?
Kind of, just finish up 28.
And astonishment of heart.
And astonishment of heart. You know what I'm saying? You are absolutely blind to it, and you are amazed at how we cannot. You are amazed at the simplest thing. Like, how can we not celebrate Christmas? It's for the children. You are astonished at the simplest things. You know why? You are dismayed at the signs of heaven. Us not celebrating Christmas is a sign of heaven. It's a sign of the kingdom to come. You know what I'm saying? Don't be dismayed at it. In fact, enjoy the fact that we are actually standing up for the Lord's law for your sake. You know what I'm saying? For your sake. But I don't know why it's not letting me log into the damn stream here. This is weird. But well, hold on. Let's drop that. Let's get Isaiah 43 and 10. Oh, I know why. I got cap lock on.
Isaiah 43 and 10.
Come out of one come.
I got a Shalaki, if I may. I might have to bring that up in Thursday's class.
What?
Scripture breakdown.
You got a Thursday class? Oh. Bring what up? Oh.
Situation with the Edomite.
Oh, come.
You know, in regards to the crumb.
Are we allowed to give out those crumbs? Because Officer Ricardo want to give out those crumbs. He's tried his hardest not to give them out. Actually, that is a good question.
Isaiah 43, verse 10. Now will I rise, saith the Most High. Now will I be exalted.
Salaki, sir, you got the wrong one. Isaiah 43 and 10.
Oh, Salaki. Bugging up. Isaiah 43, verse 10. Ye are my witnesses.
You are a witness. Understand that. Continue, Baba Kushan.
Saith the Most High.
Continue.
And my servant, whom I have chosen, that you may know and believe me, and understand that I am He.
Continue.
Before me there was no power formed.
Before the Most High, there was no power formed. Before him, there was nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Despite what y'all may believe and what y'all may want and desire, there is no other power other than the Most High of Israel. Period. He is the highest. That's why we call him the Most High. We don't want to say his name in vain. We call him the Most High, because there's nothing higher. May you continue with that?
Verse 11. It's like, neither shall there be after me.
Neither shall there be any God before, or was there any power after him. So why would you want to follow anything outside of what he says?
Okay.
You heard in Jeremiah 10:2 that we are not supposed to follow the ways of the heathen. We're not supposed to follow their ways. What are heathens? Heathens are anybody outside of the nation of Israel. It's not an insulting word like Christians like to make you believe. It's not an insult. It's just a word to describe nations that are not Israelites, that are not of the bloodline, paternal lineage of Israel. You know what I'm saying? That's all it means. And we're not supposed to follow their ways and customs. You know what I'm saying? And when we follow their ways and customs, we are provoking the Most High to wrath. Then you let's drop that real quick. Let's go to Deuteronomy 5:7.
Deuteronomy chapter 5 verse 7. Thou shalt have none other gods before me.
Now there's no other power outside of the Most High. But you want to put other gods before him. Who are these gods that you rather put before him? Let's name them out. Let's start a little quick list of gods that you want to put before the Most High. Let's see. Let's start off with the simplest, your children. You can't sell. You're breaking the Lord's law of celebrating Christmas for your children, your family, your woman. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Counsel.
When you confront, a family member and say you're not celebrating Christmas, and they combat it with, what about the children? They're looking at you like you're evil. Like you're Satan himself if you decide, not to lie to your children. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're evil for telling the truth.
There it is.
Am I your enemy because I tell you the truth?
Yeah, exactly. And that's the perfect scripture for that.
That is crazy. You're absolutely right there, sir. Count, sis.
Is that right or wrong?
So what, right or wrong?
If you're telling them the truth?
It's perfectly right to tell your kids the truth. You tell your kids the truth, no matter what. It's wrong to lie, and it's weak to lie. There's only one reason to lie. You know what that reason is? You're scared. You're scared to tell the truth. Why should a man be scared of his kids? You know what I'm saying? Why should a woman be scared of her kids? You should uphold the laws of the Lord first. Fear the Lord first. The Lord said don't celebrate Christmas, don't celebrate Halloween, Thanksgiving, don't eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster, don't sleep with your brother's woman, don't sleep with a man outside of the man that you slept with, and you're going to do everything else but what he says. You're provoking him to anger. You're putting other gods before him. You're doing things that are permitted by other people and powers that exist. You know what I'm saying? For example, our enemy's customs you put before our own power. You know what I'm saying? You're putting the creation above the creator. You know what I'm saying? Our power created our enemy. And you're going to follow our enemy and do what he says? The whole purpose of him was to punish us. And you're still going to allow it. You still going to do what he says. You still going to follow and celebrate Christmas just because you don't want your kids' feelings hurt. Kids are the most resilient things on this planet. They'll bounce back. They ain't getting nothing for Christmas. They might get teased for an hour, then everybody gonna be like, this dude come in with new sneakers every 3 months. I mean, there's something going good for him. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to give gifts that day. When your kids getting gifts all throughout the other year, when the other kids ain't doing it, because, you know, we're in the hood. We're going to get you gifts because we're told to get you a gift and we're expected to give you a gift. Guess what? We're only going to give you gifts on those days. We ain't going to give you any extra gifts. That's just too much. You're asking too much. So what we're going to do is just focus on those days and we ain't going to give you nothing else. That's the way we think as Israelites, black and Hispanic men in America. But when we're not obligated to celebrate those days, we give you gifts any other time of the year, randomly, popping up, boop. Lo and behold, these women and children don't appreciate those gifts that you give them on random days. They don't appreciate it, but hell, at least you're still giving them gifts.
And if I may, Shalak, if interrupted.
Yeah.
If I may, the spirit of Christmas starts usually early in the year. What do I mean by that? I'll give you an example. Child is in school, right? You got children in school.
Mm-hmm.
How do you encourage them to get good grades?
Oh, you start provoking them with gifts for Christmas. You ain't gonna get no Christmas.
There it is.
You ain't gonna get no
and
Christmas.
Because that spirit of Christmas is so powerful, that child is looking at monetary gain as a way to improve. You know what I mean?
Which is a poison on us.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So he's always going to attain to gifts in order to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Which is absolutely another God that we follow. You brought up another God, the God of prosperity, the God of money.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We always looking for gifts. And I brought it up yesterday. That's all greed and bribery. That's all Christmas is, a bunch of greed and bribery, which is destroying us as a people. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's doing, is destroying us as a people.
That's right.
But Salakia, may you continue with verse 8, Baba Kushal, sir? Actually, start from 7 again?
7?
Done.
Deuteronomy 5 verse 7. Thou shalt have none other gods before me.
We should have no other God before him. We should not be having Santa above the Most High. Our kids, you're going to drag your kids to sit on some pervert's lap just because you don't want them feeling left out. Showing them to the Santa, the God of perverts, the God of pedophiles. You know what I'm saying?
The worst part about it is when you take your little daughter and you sit them on someone who looks like a sex offender, like a level 20 sex offender. You sit your child on his lap, and the moment you do that, you're essentially teaching the child how to be what's the term I'm looking for? How to look for a sugar daddy.
Yeah, a whore. Yeah.
A whore. That's what you teach your child. No. You're teaching the child that in order for me to get something, money, gifts, I have to sit on a man's lap. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so the child becomes, when the child gets older, the child becomes familiar with sitting on men's laps and looking for sugar daddies to suffice their lust. You know what I mean?
Let me put a little more clarity on these type of men that do these jobs. These are not high-paying jobs. No normal man's going to take these minimum wage jobs of playing Santa, dealing with your evil kids, your spoiled brats, have your spoiled brat bopping them over the head with toys. No, only one type of person is willing to do a job like that.
Pedophiles.
Pedophiles.
Yeah. Well,
Pedophiles.
Oh yeah.
Like, don't have your bad kids around me because I'm plotting on kicking them. That's tripping them or something. That's my plan. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the best kid person. You know what I'm saying? I'm blunt, straight to the point. I don't soften words for kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a kid person, but these people that do these Santa jobs, guess what? They are kids people. They love kids. They are pedophiles. They are what they call it, NAMBLA. You know what I'm saying? They straight up NAMBLA. But Salaki, may you continue with that, Baba Kushan?
Verse 8. Thou shalt not make any graven image.
You shall not make any graven image. What's a graven image? A graven image is an image made by man's hand that's supposed to dictate some type of power in heaven. You know what I'm saying? It's a man-made thing that's supposed to dictate some type of power that's either above the Most High or is the Most High. That's what a graven image is. Like a lot of y'all like to say our shield of David is a graven image. No, it's not. No, it's not. Nobody puts this above the Most High. Nobody's bound down, worship it, singing songs about it. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we do. It's just a signet to show our authority that our forefathers have been able to pass down to us. You know what I'm saying? But may you continue that, Baba Kushan?
Or anything, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above.
Continue.
Or that is in the earth beneath.
Continue.
Or that is in the water beneath the earth.
What are graven images and depictions, you know what I'm saying, that is worship in these times? What is a graven image? Image made by man's hands, you know what I'm saying? That is made in the likeness of anything that is in heaven. You know what I'm saying? What's the image that's supposed to be in the likeness of something that is in heaven? Let me give you a clue. He has blonde hair and blue eyes. He's in your mama's kitchen right now, next to the big spoon.
Oh no, Salakia. He's in front of the house. Like this with his arms out. Right. He's in front. First, he's in front of the house.
Right.
You know, don't forget that.
Oh man, on Dudley Street, there's a house that just got, mind you, it's in Orchard Park. It is a house with all types of pictures on the outside of the house of Caesar. Mind you, it's only one house doing this, so the neighbor next door have to put up with this.
Clarify, Caesar Borgia.
Oh, Caesar Borgia, second son of Pope Alexander the Sixth of Rome.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And they gotta deal with that. They gotta deal with this graven image on their house. They gotta worry about their house being struck down by lightning at any moment.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But may you continue with that?
Or that is in the earth beneath.
Continue.
Or that is in the waters beneath the earth.
Continue.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto you. You got your kids you bowing down to this false image every Sunday in church. You know what I'm saying? Or these false images like man, y'all love that Christmas tree. You can't have this Christmas without a Christmas tree. Every year these kids are bowed down in front of the Christmas tree. You know what I'm saying? Opening up gifts, waiting for Santa to come with the gifts and all that other madness. But may you continue?
For I, the Lord, thy power, am a jealous power.
Is it what?
Am a jealous God.
Our power is a jealous power. You celebrating Christmas, you celebrating Valentine's Day, you celebrating all these days of these other gods outside of the days that he depicted for us to celebrate, which is all in Leviticus 23. You go in Leviticus 23, those are the days that we are supposed to be celebrating. You celebrating anything outside of that, you are provoking our power to jealousy. You know what I'm saying? You are provoking our power to jealousy, and you wonder why your kids don't act right. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why your kids are spoiled. You wonder why your kids are selling drugs, popping pills. You know what I'm saying? You provoked our power to jealousy. You know what I'm saying? But Salakia, may finish that off, Baba Kasha?
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children.
The things like, oh man, what these old Testament, right? This is what book we in Deuteronomy. They say you can't, no one else could pay for your sins. Ain't that what these Old Testament cats like to say?
Okay.
Nobody could die for your sins. But the Most High just said He is visiting, repeat that?
The iniquity of the fathers upon the children.
The iniquity of the fathers, we are paying for what our forefathers did. And our children are going to pay for us celebrating Christmas. Our children are going to pay for us celebrating Thanksgiving, eating pork, sleeping with our brother's woman, for our sisters, whoring out our sisters. You know what I'm saying? Our children's going to pay for that. Our children are going to pay because we want to follow the customs of other people and follow their gods. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Our children is paying for that. And you wonder why your kids are messed up. That's why your kids are messed up. Right there. That's why little Ricky stay in jail. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all didn't know how to follow the laws and statutes of the Most High. And there's only one reason, only one person to blame for y'all not knowing how to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. And that's our enemy. The same customs you are following, he wants you to follow it because that keeps him in power longer. You know what I'm saying? The Salakia. May you, hold on, let's drop that. Let's get, yeah, let's get Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 27. Let me show y'all how this provokes the Most High to anger. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This provokes the Most High to jealousy. Oh, He's the Most High, and He does get jealous. He has a certain amount of expectation. When that expectation ain't met, you know what I'm saying? Like with your woman, you have a certain expectation with your woman. When those expectations ain't met, she goes sliding off and paying somebody else some attention, you get jealous. But may you read that, Baba Kasha?
Wisdom of Solomon 14 verse 7. Blessed is the wood whereby righteousness cometh.
Blessed is the what?
Is the wood whereby righteousness cometh.
Hold on. Are you in Wisdom of Solomon 14 to 27?
27, Salakia.
Oh.
Give me a second.
Because, and don't forget, we got the Passover coming up.
Yay!
April 9th in New York City. In Westchester County Center, what is it, County Coliseum, County Stadium. It is a huge place. And we got it for 2 days. And we are ordering every black, Hispanic, and Native person to go in. It's not even a request. It's an order. Familiar?
Wisdom of Solomon 14 to 27. For the worshiping of idols, not to be named, is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil.
Y'all hear that? The worshiping of y'all Caesar Borgia is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. The worshiping of your Christmas tree, the worshiping of, you know what I'm saying, y'all Martin Luther Kings, the worshiping of, you know what I'm saying, that stone up in Mecca, you know what I'm saying, the cobblestone. The worshiping of, you know, everything y'all do, y'all dredge, the weed, you know what I'm saying, the worshiping of everything is not just the beginning. It's not just the cause. It's even the end of all evil. It is your destruction. It is the way you're going out. You know what I'm saying? But let's drop that. Let's get Habakkuk 2:18. Get an understanding of what type of idols y'all are following. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing new. We've been doing this for centuries. We have a habitual insanity going on with us. We are smitten with madness. We keep on following the gods of other people, thinking that's going to make our situation better. Thinking that we're going to be better off following them. We're insane. We're insane as a people. We are all for a rock. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot about Kashar, sir. If you got Habakkuk 2:18.
Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 18. What profited the graven image?
What does that graven image have to gain? What does that cross on your grandmama's wall? What does that stone in Mecca? What does that, that Caucasian Jesus, what does that have to gain? What do those things profit? May you continue?
That the maker thereof hath graven it.
That the maker thereof hath graven it. What does he have to profit? You know what I'm saying? May you continue?
The molten image and a teacher of lies.
The one that made those images, he's a teacher of lies. But y'all still choose to follow him. You know what I'm saying? We call him the devil for a reason. He is a teacher of lies. You know what I'm saying? And he made those idols. You know what I'm saying? He made those idols. You know what I'm saying? He perverted the images of the saints. You know what I'm saying? But may you continue?
That the maker of his work trusted therein to make dumb idols.
His whole purpose is to make dumb idols. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He ain't making nothing intelligent. He ain't making nothing that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, actually be a god. He's making something so that he could profit from it. You know what I'm saying? And what is that profit? The profit is his control over this world, because we are not following our power. You know what I'm saying? We are not following our power, so he gets to stay in control longer. He made those images. He knows that those images ain't the true images. He knows that. You think this is anything new to him? You think we're saying something that he don't know? He has all our records. He knows more than we do. Who knows what's in the basements of the Smithsonian? You know what I'm saying? May you continue, Baba Kushal, sir?
Woe unto him that say to the wood, awake.
Woe to you dumb people who goes up to that tree in the morning talking about there better be gifts under the tree. Y'all think the gifts magically appear under the tree. I mean, a lot of us thought that. We go to sleep knowing that there's going to be gifts for us. Woe unto us, man. That was our destruction. You know what I'm saying? We was hoping that tree would speak with all types of good gifts. Man, I got that new transformer. I got that PlayStation. Oh, man, I'm happy. The tree spoke well of me last night. You know what I'm saying? May you continue, Baba Kushal?
It to the dumb stone arise. It shall teach.
I believe this thing shall teach, yeah. That tree ain't teaching you nothing. That cross ain't teaching you nothing. That picture over your grandmama's mantle ain't teaching you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Continue.
It is laid over with gold and silver.
Oh, it looks good. I know y'all like those shiny things. That's why that tree is decked with silver and what?
Gold.
Exactly. It all connects. That's why that tree looking all fly, all with the silver and gold. Y'all deck all your gods with silver and gold. Y'all God gotta look fly. While y'all God looks fly and y'all pastors look fly, guess what y'all look like? Y'all look like y'all can't even pay y'all light bill. May you continue, Baba Kashaw?
And there is no breath at all in the midst of it.
There's no breath at all in the midst of it. None of your little things that y'all see. We follow the true and living power on this earth. Our power smells. You know what I'm saying? It smells in our sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? When we celebrate the feast days. And it don't smell in the sacrifices when you're celebrating these heathen holidays. It finds no enjoyment in that. You know what I'm saying? But let's drop that real quick. Let's get 1 Corinthians 12 and 2. Let's continue to show how dumb these idols are. So like, let me get there. No, that's not. That's 1 Chronicles. 1 Corinthians 12 and 2.
1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 2. Ye know that ye were Gentiles.
Hey, once upon a time I was a Gentile. What that mean? Let me explain what that means. I was a heathen just like all these other people. I wasn't following our customs of our power and Savior. You know what I'm saying? I was out there celebrating Christmas. I was out there, you know, doing all types of madness, selling all types of drugs and everything else. I was a Gentile. Hating on our own people, I was a Gentile. You know what I'm saying? May you continue? Just like you're a Gentile. Because you ain't following the law, statutes, and commandments right now. So you're a Gentile. Continue.
Carried away onto these dumb idols.
We are carried away, and we don't even know what we're doing. We are carried away. It's off a tradition. We are just being carried away to it. No struggle at all. Just picked up, lifted, and thrown to that idol. And we're passing it down generation to generation to generation, man. These idols are dumb. They ain't doing nothing for us. They can't save us. They ain't going to fight for us. They ain't going to do what our power has proven to do. You know what our power done? Our power killed all the Egyptians firstborn. Hold on, let me say that correctly. He killed all the firstborns of Egypt. Because me saying the Egyptians firstborn makes you think it's just humans. Nah. He killed the firstborn beasts. He killed the firstborn bugs. He killed the firstborn of everything in Egypt for our sake. What is your power going to do for you right now? But may you continue that, Bob Kashaw, sir? Oh, no, let's drop that. Let's drop that. Let's get let's get Deuteronomy 6 and 5.
Deuteronomy
6 and 15.
Chapter 6, verse 15. For the Lord thy God is a jealous God among you.
He only gets jealous about us. You know what I'm saying? He is jealous among us. He ain't getting jealous over what, you know what I'm saying, the so-called Asians are doing. He ain't getting jealous over what the so-called Caucasians are doing. He ain't getting jealous over what the so-called Africans are doing. He don't get jealous over that. And you can find the proof of that in Psalms 147, 19 and 20. He don't get jealous over them because they won't even see an ounce of his wrath. They won't see an ounce of his judgment. You know what I'm saying? Till it's time. You know what I'm saying? But may you continue that, Baba Kashaw, sir?
Come. Lest the anger of the Lord thy power be kindled against thee.
The anger of the Lord thy power be kindled against us. How could his anger be kindled against us? I thought we was his favorite. I thought we was his favorite. See, we take that for granted like spoiled children. You know what I'm saying? Even subconsciously, we take it for granted. Because, like spoiled children, you know what I'm saying? I'm daddy's favorite, and they think they could do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? They'll walk up right up to dad and punch him in the stomach and giggle off running. Think that he's still the favorite till he gets punched back. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Most High doing to us right now. Punching us back. But may you continue that, Baba Kushasha?
And destroy thee from off the face of the earth.
And what?
And destroy thee from off the face of the earth.
And we are destroyed off the face of the earth. Nobody even knows who we are. We ain't on this earth. We have no nation. We have no name. We have no language. We have no customs. We are nobodies. We are not on this earth. We are following other people's languages, other people's, you know what I'm saying? We are not on this planet right now. We are destroyed fully. Fully. You know what I'm saying? But let's drop that. Can you let's get let's actually get Deuteronomy 32:16. Let's stay in Deuteronomy for a sec. Now he's a jealous God, and his anger is kindled against us. Why? Why is his anger kindled against us? Why is he so angry with us that he must destroy us off the face of this earth? You know what I'm saying? Why must we get destroyed? I thought we was his favorite. May you read that, Baba Kushasha?
Deuteronomy 13:16.
No, 32:16.
Deuteronomy 32:16. They provoked him to jealousy.
They what?
They provoked him to jealousy.
With what?
With strange gods.
They provoked him to jealousy with strange gods. That's why he must destroy us. Because we provoked him to jealousy with strange God. What is a strange God? A strange God is that Sandman. A strange God is your boss. A strange God is your woman. A strange God is your kids. A strange God is money. A strange God is Caesar Borgia. A strange God is Allah. A strange God is all that. That's what a strange God is. A strange God is something that your ancestors know nothing about. You shouldn't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? But we want to stick our noses in all these heathens' business. We can't mind our own business. You know what I'm saying? So we out here doing what these heathens do. We out here voting, celebrating Christmas. You know what I'm saying? We out here, you know, sleeping with our brothers' women. You know what I'm saying? Having all types of madness done. You know what I'm saying? Can you read that from the top again?
They provoked him to jealousy with strange gods.
Continue.
With abominations provoked they him to anger.
With abomination provoked him to anger. Name 2 abominations off the back that provoked him to anger. I mean, the scriptures literally call them abominations. Name 2 that black people participate in easily. Let me tell y'all.
What, customs?
You can say they're customs, yeah. Yeah.
You're talking about the holidays.
The Bible literally describes them as abominations. They're part these customs are practiced during holidays. They're not literally holidays, but the Bible literally called them abominations.
Two? The top 2?
There's no many 2. I can think of 2 off the bat. Swine, eating swine. Homosexuality. Common practices during the Christmas season. Somebody's little kids getting touched by some dirty, filthy, homosexual uncle.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all definitely cutting up some Christmas ham. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Or having some bacon in the potato salad. Y'all doing something filthy. Y'all, those abominations that y'all practice during these holidays are provoking him to anger. Y'all wonder why y'all got gout, y'all can't walk right. You know what I'm saying? But let's finish off with Nahum chapter 1. I have so many more to get into. Actually, no. Get Judges 2 and 17. Actually, that's the perfect one to get into, to end it with. Judges 2 and 17. Because we're telling y'all this. Y'all hear this, but how many of y'all actually going to go through and not celebrate? That's the question. I'm not saying that you won't. I'm saying that chances most likely say you won't. You know what I'm saying? This life of actually being a priest and prophet of the Lord is not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But following the law is for everybody. If you got that, sir, Judges 2 and 17?
Judges chapter 2, verse 17. And yet they were not hearken unto their judges.
Y'all ain't listening to us. Y'all not listening to us at all. We're telling you these law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Hoping that there's just one out of a million that might listen. May you continue?
But they went a-whoring after other gods.
Oh, y'all went a-whoring after other gods. Y'all don't care what we're saying. Y'all still going to practice it. It's for the babies. It's time for family to come together. It's time for all types of this and all types of that. Y'all got a million excuses. And all these excuses are showing that you're going a-whoring. Oh, you about to get it in. May you continue?
And bow themselves unto them.
And y'all bow yourself unto your God. Y'all bow yourself unto our enemies. Y'all bow yourself unto our oppressor. Every time y'all give up your last dime to buy a gift for a child that most likely don't deserve it. Most likely getting all types of bad grades in school, fighting every day, calling you all types of this and that to your face. You know what I'm saying? May you continue? Oh, Salakia, let me emphasize on that point. When I was growing up, Salakia, I'm seeing it more and more. When I was growing up, let us open up our mouth the wrong way to our parents. But let me show you how much we are taking on the culture of our enemies. Me growing up, that was their thing. That was something that only they did. They talked to their parents any type of way they wanted. You know what I'm saying? We didn't. But now I see all, the black and Hispanic children talking to their parents any way they want. We're taking on their customs. We're taking on their culture. May you continue that, Baba Kushan, sir? We're bowing ourselves unto them. Continue.
They turn quickly out the way.
They turn quickly out the way. Continue.
Which their fathers walked in.
Which their fathers walked in. Y'all ain't following these law, statutes, and commandments. Y'all rather follow the thing that these heathens are doing. You rather not follow the thing that our forefathers were doing. Y'all rather have that good old time, get real drunk on St. Patrick's Day and walk into some pole or something and call it a good time. But may you continue?
Obeying the commandments of the Lord.
That's what our forefathers did, and what you are ordered to do. Finish it off?
But they did not so.
But y'all ain't doing that. Y'all not doing that at all. And Salaki, for the sake of time, I'm about to close up the class. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to pay your tithes. We got, you know what I'm saying? Let me put it up here. You know what I'm saying? We got the Passover coming up April 9th. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, that's not it. Promo ticket. We got the Passover coming up April 9th, 51st Passover in Westchester County County Stadium or County Center. You know what I'm saying? And we are inviting everybody to come. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.